Christian Hasler. No coaches won more games against Bellamy than Des. Underway game 2 on Super Saturday. Titans v Storm. And Melbourne with Welsh an early shift. Pappenhausen, this is enterprising. On to King. I don't think the Titans were expecting that. And followed up by Liero. That is 2 very sharp carries for Melbourne to start the game. And already within 15 of halfway, Welsh is rocked by Jolliffe. Offload, Grant, King, Hughes with the ball. What a start, 3 tackles down. And up and over halfway, Liero's onto his back. Ahulu was there with Firma. Now Munster dumping it off for Sean Bloor. I would say this is one of the best opening sets I've seen all year.
Absolutely sensational. Vossi moving it on play 0. What a start to this game for the Melbourne Storm. So much confidence.
A bomb from 35 metres out. They don't contest. And the Titans end up with the ball 8 metres out from their own line through Jojo Fafita. What an opening set. Now it's up to the Titans to see if they've got some tricks of their own. Sami on the run. Right there with the King. A lot better feel about the Titans this week, just getting that 1 win under the belt. Pressure relieved somewhat.
Yeah, it would be a huge boost.
Oh, ball lost by Firma. Grant came up with a shot, and the ball just spat out. Advantage Melbourne in a big way here. Full set, attacking the Titans liner. A Titans defensive line that has conceded 29 points a game this year. Grant now for Welsh. And Melbourne with the best, well, we call it the red zone, best red zone attack in the competition. Here he is, Grant, left side, Munster. There's the Munster dummy. Wouldn't that be something? To score in the opening 2.5 minutes. You know it's coming. It's one thing, another thing to stop it. Grant to Hughes. Flat ball across. Good tackle low down. Foran was there with Kelly. 4 tackles. Grant, oh, they bomb it under the black dot. Friendly arrow had a bit of white line fever.
He was over.
Come back.
All he had to do was catch that ball, Vossi, and he scores the try. What about this start from the Melbourne Storm, though? Throwing the ball around. The Titans get a much-needed penalty coming up their own end, but Melbourne Storm, they came to play, throwing the ball around, late offload, Vicious in defence to force the turnover, and Liero, the try line wide open. The ball slightly dips from Grant, but a player like that should be picking that ball up and going over for the first try of this afternoon's game.
At least 6 career tries, Trent Liero. He will never get a better opportunity for a 7th than that. Titans back near halfway, so they weather, pardon the pun, the early storm and have things level. Jolliffe, much improved front rower, just inside the Storm half. Now away with Foran and Brimson. They'll attack on the left with Fafita. You know how damaging he can be. 35 away, Foran, Boyd. Another run for Jolliffe. Set restart for inside the 10. Now advantage Gold Coast. Foran bringing in Pahulu for the run. Just his 5th game in the NRL. What an occasion for him tonight.
He's been strong in his opening few games, though, Pahulu.
To the left, Brimson with a skip. Fafita put a fend on there on Nick Meaney. I reckon he's left a bruise on his sternum. Now switch to the left side by Randall. Brimson traps. That's the 4th. Still on for the Titans. So in front of the post, Isaac Liu, probably wrong man there. Ball needed to come out the back. Last tackle, Titans. In front of the sticks, Randall to Foran, doesn't kick. Fafita pulled up, got it to Brimson, who bounces the ball. He was looking to pass. It was like it was in the process of a regrip. And he looked like he was playing the NBL for a moment.
Yeah, it did, Vossi. I think the Melbourne Storm were anticipating the kick coming in behind the Titans had other ideas as they moved the ball to their danger man for Fafita. Fashions a great offload to Brimson. That's a good opportunity for the Titans, and I think any Titans fan will be really happy with seeing the attack loading up that left-hand side. It looks very dangerous.
So Melbourne back after absorbing a little bit of pressure. We can go down to the sideline now. Nico Pajarillo soaking up what's been quite a frenetic start. Grant kicking from inside the 40 now. Let's see the outcome here. Nico, all yours as the Titans bring it back.
Well, good evening, Andrew, James, and all our viewers at home. It has been an absolutely frantic start. We've seen a few errors, and it might be because the pitch is indeed quite damp. It rained pretty heavily a couple of hours ago. Let's hope it stays away for the duration of this match.
Fafita could not have allowed that ball to go any further. He let it actually go over the top of the sideline, then pull it back in.
He must have got a call from somebody that was going to be a 40-20 because he looked very, very relaxed there. But yeah, thankfully he got that ball in field. He would not want to have been on the receiving end of the Hasler spray had he let that ball go over the sideline.
Firma into the Storm half. And to centre field we go. Not bad from the Titans. Good shape about their attack. Fafita, they're working the Storm defenders around. This is quite a dynamic start to the game, really, from both teams. Foran's ball. Pappenhausen not going to play it. Knocked back by Fafita. Pahulu there, floats it over the top to no one. Now Firma's got it. Titans going backwards for a moment, then a flick pass, almost an accidental offside, and a bit of a dog's breakfast that last play from the Gold Coast.
Yeah, messy last play there from the Gold Coast Titans. They really need to dominate that. Tanner Boyd or Kieran Foran get the kick away and start to build pressure. The last thing they can afford to do is turn the ball over cheaply in good field position, or what will become good field position for the Melbourne Storm.
Let's make the most of every opportunity. A kick of some kind had to be found. A kick on the run. Back up to halfway, Melbourne. 7 minutes into the contest. Blore is with it. And an all-Queensland match-up to finish tonight, with the Cowboys and the Dolphins to do battle. Harry Grant. Now Liero. Hughes keeps them guessing. One of the best running halfbacks in the game. Kicking now to set it up for Katoa, who scores the try. Jerome Hughes, top class, top shelf play. Just a top player.
Absolutely sensational work from Jerome Hughes here. You know, every week his immediate threat and thought process is to run the football, and this is exactly what he does here. He takes on the line, gets through. I thought he may have gone the wrong option finding the kick here, but he knows what he's doing better than anybody. He's got this ball on a piece of string. How good is this? Is Christian Welsh obstructing there? I say no. I really hope it's a no. But what about the run from Hughes? Takes advantage there. Greatly weighted kick. That's sensational. Oh no.
No.
Please. Please don't.
Obstruction.
For there to be obstruction, there has to be someone obstructed. You be the judge. Just Christian
Look at the
Welsh
lead run here of Christian Welsh.
deny
He stops in the
Jamin
defensive
Jolliffe.
line of the Gold Coast Titans.
Well, I suppose
Jerome Hughes now plays
it's
back
right
through
there.
that space,
He loses
taking
sight
advantage,
for a
which
moment,
is an obstruction. We
and
have a
the
decision.
try will be denied.
It will be, Bossy. I guess to the letter of the law, he is in the line.
Welsh had to keep going.
Yes.
And we saw that earlier this year. James Royovich went through it before. They're not stopping Jerome Hughes.
No.
Jermaine Jolliffe.
No.
Not that he'd bundied off, but he wasn't coming across at any great velocity, was he?
No, at least he didn't fall over.
No, well, that's true.
Perhaps it was a slight overreaction from me in the beginning there when I saw it live, but no, I'm willing to accept that one. But,
I don't think that the obstruction takes away from the quality of the play. I don't believe that.
No,
What
Jolliffe
happens
is
here
getting
with
absolutely
Welsh?
nowhere near.
No,
Hughes.
and it was almost a grab and nothing more. No left shoulder coming across and trying to iron out the halfback. The Titans with the ball. Officials made their call. We have a 0-0 scoreline. Hulu more than holding his own early for, and now jumping into the play. Randall Almost like a quasi fullback the way he swept in around to the right there. Verrills changing the line for the Titans. So dramas early for them. Fafita with the ball. And then a second tackle and penalty. Fafita was thinking quick tap, Linda Sharp at the centre of it all.
Interested to see what the Titans do here in this situation. Oh, Harry Grant comes up. Accidental elbow there.
Ooh, yeah.
From Liu.
Turned sideways on the moment of impact.
Yeah, the Titans, I think, yeah, they're doing the right thing here in taking the 2 points.
This is ruck interference. That's what it's for.
Thankfully, Fafita didn't get away with that quick tap.
I'm normally not against the teams down the bottom of the table taking the penalty goal, but given the way this has started, and Melbourne have been so good, psychologically, to come away from the first 10, they haven't got any points and you've got 2 on the board, you'd feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, it's a real boost for the Titans to come away with the 2 points and start the game leading.
Mind you, Brian Kelly's only goal he's landed was from the sideline for Golden Point. He might be a sideline specialist. We're about to learn. And yeah, he might be a sideline specialist.
Just move it out,
There's
Brian.
Exactly.
Just move it out. Is that allowed?
There's nothing else for him.
Are you allowed to do that, Vossi? Just move
move
it further to the sideline if you're a sideline specialist.
You can take it back, but there we go. So goal kicking problems for the Titans. Bo Firma, the player off the field, the reason why Sam Verrills is on early. And Randall now into the back row. Boyd it is, Tanner Boyd it is off. So Tanner Boyd has gone off, obviously injured early. Nico will have the story in a moment. Titans on halfway. Welsh with a tackle. Verrills taking off inside the 40. Boyd was really good last week. His best game of the season, so disappointed to losing 10 minutes into the contest here. And they lose their goal kicker as well. Now Verrills up to the right for Randall. He's 15 metres away from the line. Verrills to Brimson. Kick and chase. Pappenhausen. Brimson finished down. Pappenhausen dead in goal. What a live wire. The #1 for the Titans is.
Yeah, sensational work here from AJ Brimson. This is why he wants to be closer to the ball and not out in the centre position. He can do things like this, execute plays at speed, create doubt in the defensive line there, and as he approaches the line, the Melbourne Storm players don't know if he's going to run, pass. He ends up kicking and forces a goal line dropout.
Now the short one, and up went Warbrick, knocked it back. The finger got it. It might be Titans knock on, it will be. All back from Warbrick. I wouldn't be challenging if I'm the Titans on this one.
No, correct call from Belinda Sharper, I believe, here. Great work from Warbrick in the contest, but yeah, it's just a fingertip from Fafita. Well spotted from the referee there.
Well, I think if he didn't knock on it the first one, he did it the second when he just raked it in.
Yeah, a little look of bemusement there for Fafita, but it was the correct call. And yeah, the Titans, the reshuffle with Tanner Boyd leaving the field, not ideal. Verrills, though, an experienced campaigner in the dummy half position.
What a start. What a start to this game. Opportunities at both ends. A few errors, obviously. Completion rate's not where coaches would want them. Last tackle plays haven't been necessarily all that flash, but an exciting start to the contest.
How good's that? We get to see Farlongo in the Melbourne Storm jersey for the first time this season. What an excitement machine he is going to be in his NRL career.
Munster drives it hard. Already signed up until the end of 2028. Brimson brings it back. No half measures there. Forward, cross with Fafita. Nico, what's the story with Tanner Boyd?
Well, he came off just a moment ago now. It was not a HIA, Andrew. Rather, I'm being told it looks like an arm injury. I'll keep you up to date with the official diagnosis when I hear it.
Now Harley Smith-Shields, the former Raider, fourth game as a Titan tonight. In the centres, Verrills to Liu to Foran. The cutout ball missed out for Fida. Kelly's got it offloaded him. Just clipped on the way through by Meany.
Left
This is
side
a confident Titans. Foran bomb, 30 metres out. Plenty of chasers there. Is anyone going to challenge Pappenhausen? No.
Yeah, the left side is clear where the Titans' game plan is going to be going in this evening's game. Fafita looking strong, Kelly looking strong as well.
Some more bombs by the week. Not contested by the attacking team.
I think you need to though, Vossi. It's been a real feature of Dragons wing/centre three-quarter Zach Lomax, and it's just about competing. You've got an opportunity there to put the pressure on the fullback, win the ball back and score some points. So I'd like to see more of that from the Titans when they get in good field position. The bomb goes up and apply some pressure to Pappenhausen.
He's got a long way before kicking fair. Feeder's had a lot of work to do so far tonight, bringing the ball back.
Some of the Storm players looked like they were called offside there in the kick chase. Reluctant to get involved in the tackle and sort of turned to Belinda Sharp and wondered what was going on. But yeah, the kick chase has been strong. A few early kicks from the Melbourne Storm. Not a bad tactic to isolate AJ Brimson on his own and look to limit his involvement as they get into good field position.
Sixth carry of the night from Fafita. Good meters by Verrills. They're up over halfway. Fafita getting a lot of touches without actually being all that wound up yet. He is this time, though. Well, you can't question his desire for work tonight. Seventh run. Foreign bomb. 39 metres out. Warbrick with it, and he loses it. Straight into Fafita. Knock on against Melbourne. Again, they're not challenging. It's as if the fear of the conceding a penalty is greater than the lust to try and come up with possession.
Yeah, you could be onto something there, Vossi. I don't understand that they're close enough to sort of make a play and contest that ball and go up to battle in the air. Obviously, Warbrick, very difficult to go up against, but he just took his eye off that for a moment and spills it. The Titans have got a good chance here. Don't be surprised to see them set up to the right-hand side and then come back and look to hit Fafita with maybe some variation of Brimson back on the inside.
Foreign has been in everything across to Randall. And driven sideways by Pappenhausen and Munster. They're 15 metres away from the line. And a set restart, Titans. Philip Sami is 5 away from the line. Home fans getting excited. Verrills across to Foreign. Build up for Brimson. Melbourne saw it coming.
Great defence.
Meany made it count. Verrills, Jolliffe. Scored a couple of tries this year, Jamin Jolliffe. Suddenly has become his go. Verrills, Foreign dummy. Bounced away from Katoa. And he may have brushed the grass and scored a try, Kieran Foreign. Quite unbelievable. He is such a competitor. Don't worry about the size of the defence in front of him. I'll find a way.
Kieran Foran, the veteran, taking on the middle forwards here of the Melbourne Storm. Christian Welsh just has a little look at Liu. Then he's going sideways. It's Katoa who misses. And then they come back to some... He's everywhere here, Kieran Foran. Look how many players he beats to score this try. Oh, yes, he gets that ball down. That's sensational. The old-timer shows and goes. Katoa comes up with nobody. But I think Coach Bellamy will be a bit disappointed that the middle forwards missed their assignment there. They've got to get off the line. They've got to keep moving, shutting the space. They know Kieran Foran has that run threat. I feel as though they were maybe concentrating on Fafita on the short ball. They thought their job was done, but with a guy like Kieran Foran in the opposition, your job is never done. You've got to keep moving there.
He's beaten 4 of their forwards. In the end, they scored 4 of the Melbourne pack have not been able to stop the veteran playmaker Kieran Foran. Nico on the sideline.
Yeah, great effort from Kieran Foran, the leader of this Titans side, Andrew. He spoke after the loss to Manly here a couple of weeks ago and said he knew this Titans situation would turn because of how much this team cares about the badge. And after last week's victory, he said he could feel the desperation from his team. He said the Titans probably should have won the games against the Raiders and Manly as well. So I wonder if we are seeing a turning point for the Titans here. And as well, an update there, as you can see on your screens there, Tanner Boyd has emerged from the sheds with ice on that left forearm.
That is a big ice pack.
It is, but you know what?
They've got the whole bag from the server.
I don't mind the move with Verrills coming in at 9 and Randall in the halves. I think that the Titans have looked okay with that combination.
And we saw the, well, it was the tweak to the rule the year before last, the actual re-gripping of the ball there as it went down the wrist from Kieran Foran. Certainly highlighted in the forcing of that ball. It had left the palm of his hand. So Titans have themselves on top at 6-0 over Melbourne.
I've been impressed with Pahulu's contribution in this game so far. Such a strong carrier, fights for every inch, fights for quick play the balls.
That's going to help him for to get in an offloading mood. Got the pass away there. Here he is, an 8th carry. Oh, finished off. He was held down low by Hughes.
Great marker play from Hughes there. Recognises Fafita's only doing one thing.
Kick. Pappenhausen on the run, goes long, Farlongo with it. They with the combination at Suncorp last year. What a flinging tackle that was from Harley Smith-Shields. They're going to say penalty. It looked just a grab around the top of the jersey at first impression.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think, well, it's slightly high. That's questionable. But I think for the Gold Coast Titans, they can't afford to kick like that. They can't afford to kick into the centre of the field and allow Pappenhausen to go across the field and link up with Farlongo. You are in for some trouble if you allow that to continue on. They've got to kick to corners. They've been doing it all afternoon. Kick to corners, bomb to corners, limit the meters of the back three of the Melbourne Storm. On that occasion, it was just too easy for Pappenhausen to go across with his speed and link up with Farlongo. They need to sort that out ASAP.
Take it back.
Shenanigans to play the ball, take it back, that one goes back. We play on. Law with the ball for Melbourne. The first quarter of the game, you had told me that Melbourne wouldn't score a point after their opening set. I would not have believed you at all. Hughes passes along and the Titans defence with real intent. Then he was going nowhere. Winger in, Fafita made it count. Storm on the 30 of the Titans. Hughes now, and Munster to Bloor to offload. They'll score. Pappenhausen back to Cameron Munster. A milestone try from one superstar to another. Pappenhausen possibly could have scored, but he served it up for Cameron Munster.
Yeah, unselfish play here from Ryan Pappenhausen. I'm with you, Vossi. I think he gets to the line all by himself, but he goes for the unselfish option to the milestone man, Cameron Munster. What about the slick passing and the combination here? Hughes into the line, nice and square. Munster, beautiful little out ball to Sean Bloor there. We see that combination of Bloor linking up with Pappenhausen on the outside, on the inside. This time he's just on his shoulder. That's trust, that's communication, that's repetition. That's brilliant from the Melbourne Storm. Absolutely sensational stuff to watch. Very difficult to defend against whatever position you're in. They would have known this has been coming, the combination with Pappenhausen, likes to link with his edge back rowers, coming inside, coming outside. That's so difficult to defend against. And when you've got the speed and anticipation of Pappenhausen and Munster backing up through the middle. Munster's got a smile on his face, he's looking at someone. That's outstanding work, so good to watch. So good to watch.
The last three passes, if you have a little coaching manual on how to pass the ball, you will not find the technique used in any one of those last three passes, but all of them precise with support play there. And just like that, we've got a 6-all scoreline That was an exceptional rugby league try right there.
Lovely moment from Cameron Munster, the kid from Rocky and product of North's Knights. Vossi, he spoke to Fox League the other day and described the 2020 premiership as his crowning achievement in all his 200 games, having to deal with COVID bubbles and uncertainty around restrictions. To come out of all that adversity with a premiership ring is the moment Cameron Munster is most proud of. And guys, we're hearing an update on Tanner Boyd. They're confirming that it is a wrist injury for Tanner Boyd.
Night over. Ryan Kelly will maintain the goal-kicking duties. Up and down season of Tanner Boyd continues.
Bossy, you just spoke just before the Melbourne Storm scored that try about how happy and shocked most people would be with the Titans being 6-0 up and Melbourne not scoring. It didn't take them long. This is a big set of 6 for the Titans defensively, now in a big period for them to look to maintain control and keep faith in this game and look to continue to dominate.
Jamin Jolliffe came away from an attempted tackle on McDonald there in pain. You worry when they rush up and they go past, you worry about the peck. Felt for his side straight away. Melbourne on halfway. Grant, King and Munster just loads it up for Smith to angle back infield.
2 kick-off sets now have been really strong from the Storm.
Well, that's a 59-metre gain, that one. Hughes, again, stack of chasers, 6 there, and no one really challenging the catch, and an error comes from it. So Warbrick dropped 1. Titans now return the favour with Fafita. Melbourne about to have a very big attacking set.
Yeah, some great field position. It was a great set after points from the Melbourne Storm. Really like that from Remus Smith, coming underneath, challenging the middle defenders, and then the kick goes up. There's plenty of Melbourne Storm players in attendance, but no one really contesting for the football. But they'll be looking to take advantage of this position here. Farlongo, Pappenhausen out the scrum.
Cameron Munster has gone to the right of the scrum, James.
They're all at the right of the scrum, all bar one. Farlongo lurking around the back. Watch for a trick play, a training ground routine here.
Well, the numbers don't stack up for the Titans in defence here. Munster will take it up, flicked on, Warbrick for the corner. Well, that's just simple mathematics. Well, you've got to help me, James. You've got to help all the Fox League viewers. Surely the Titans had to count numbers there.
Well, yeah, if you're the right-hand side defence of the Titans and you look up and see one person, send somebody over. Farlongo's not at the base of the scrum to have a rest. There's 3 on, well, 1. Farlongo spooks and goes. But that's too easy for the Melbourne Storm. There's got to be more urgency there from the breaking scrum players, but also you can't afford to have that mismatch of numbers with the speed, the execution. Look at this, Munster into the line, Pappenhausen out the back. He's done that 1,000 times in training. That's a training ground set-piece routine play from the Storm. And the Titans just didn't react. They've got to be quicker. They've got to break from the scrum or reshuffle, move somebody over, come out of shape, defensive structure and defensive shape there. But it was almost as if they couldn't see. Well, maybe they've done a Dom Young and lost their contact lens.
Well, that's right. Maybe they're just counting the 4 might be a problem. I don't know. But what I do know is that for those who think, well, we shouldn't waste our time with scrums anymore, they're not a contest, but it's still, I think, a beauty to see a try constructed off a scrum, albeit only for seconds, that 12 players are taken out of the game. Right-hand touchline, holding its line, not quite. 10-6 scoreline. Melbourne Storm over the Titans.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bossy. They've really got to look to keep the scrum in the game because it's such a good area to exploit space, get your fast guys out on an edge, fewer numbers in defence, take advantage of that. And Melbourne Storm, like I say, that's a training ground pet play, set-piece style.
See, what could the Titans defence not see? That the bloke with the iPhone in the corner knew. He was filming the whole try.
He was ready.
Coming. He was ready for it. He filmed the lot. The Titans defence, though, they need him there. Now King to bring it back. It's still a really good match through 26 minutes here. We'll get more expert opinion in the halftime show on that try.
Big Nelson into the fray as well now.
Third game for the year. Oh, Nelson. The ground rumbles a little as he takes that carry.
Just the 4 to bring him down this time.
Munster on the ball, offloading games. Oh, this is precision. This is Melbourne in supreme attacking form. The support play, the offloads, the multiple contributors. Sit back and enjoy rugby league beauty.
Yes, Andrew Voss, I couldn't agree with you anymore. This is another sensational bit of work from the Melbourne Storm. The quick play the ball after Big Nelson drew plenty of numbers and attention into him. Harry Grant recognises there'll be late retreaters to the ruck as the amount of numbers and attention that Nelson Asafa-Solomona had created there. A lovely little ball from Cameron Munster, and everybody's thinking he's going to pop it up to Pappenhausen on the inside. He plays outside to his edge forward instead, and Pappenhausen's just there ready, waiting to collect.
Now, sure, some of their biggest names feature there, but it's also the role of Blore, fantastic. Remus Smith, fantastic. Blore isn't having a game. Sean Blore on the left edge.
Yeah, I think what happened in that situation is after Nelson carried the football, they recognised that they were ready to go and pull the trigger in that situation. That was fantastic work. It's real sharp recognition. You see that Grant is going to go and you flood the gates.
3 straight tries to Melbourne, and an easy one for Meany to convert with 12 to go to half-time. From a 6-point deficit to a 10-point lead on Super Saturday on Foxley.
Blistering speed from Ryan Pappenhausen. Andrew, he is back to his devastating best. Statistically, he is averaging 43 touches per game, the most he's ever been involved in his career. There's been a lot of chat around who might don that New South Wales #1 jumper. James Tedesco and Dylan Edwards were so impressive the past 2 nights, but I wonder if, with 7 tries in 8 games so far this season, could Ryan Pappenhausen figure into that conversation?
Spoilt for choice. Coach Maguire.
Hasn't played a game on the Gold Coast since 2021, and that was COVID times. Melbourne against the Sharks. He scored a hat-trick in that last appearance here. Not against the Titans, it was against Cronulla. COVID times. Well and truly in the rearview mirror now. Grant takes off markers, nowhere near square. Oh, come on, yeah, Harry's got a case there.
That's a clear penalty for me.
A couple of bookends in front of him. The left and the right one.
Here comes Nelson.
So he's ready to go again. And almost to halfway. 4 tackles down. Grant kicking again before the last. He's turned them around. He'll pull it up in the corner now over the sideline. Melbourne will be able to set their line up on the 20.
Yeah, another really positive set after points or from the kick-off. The Melbourne Storm just working their way through that left edge. Harry Grant should have got a penalty in that set of 6, but it's Big Nelson with the quick play the ball. Grant jumps out of dummy half and pots the ball into the corner. I think he would have liked for that ball to stay in, but either way, it's a great result for the Storm.
It's been a history of high-scoring matches between these two clubs. The Storm have arrested some early errors in their game. They look like a side that's got 40 in them tonight. And the Titans a couple of times have conceded over 30 and still beaten Melbourne. So I think the Titans are going to need a 30-plus night tonight.
They're going to need it. The way Melbourne Storm are passing the football and everything is sticking. It's so beautiful to watch. The combinations of the spine players, the edge forwards, they're all in position.
Wilson another carry. For Foran to kick from just inside his own half. On his way with the ball. He's done the skip a couple of times, and Jolliffe, that's a nice capture for a front rower.
That's not a nice thing to do for a front rower, though. Just inviting more pressure. It was a great kick chase. As this game continues on into the second half, fatigue sets in. Watch out for far longer. You've just got a sense he's got to he's got a highlight reel try in him for tonight's game.
And the bite your tongue there. Old front rower James Graham did it. He felt sorry for him, quite obviously. I think Haas's work in the tackle might have been the problem. He wasn't dominant. You know, he got there. He's entitled to have that fraction of a second longer to hang on. Munster away to Asifa Solomona. Hit and spin. Fafita there, couple of big men. Now Grant with Katoa. They certainly have their left and right edge sorted, Melbourne now, with Blore on the left and Katoa on the right, and both can offload as well. Hughes with it. Here they go again. Munster, Smith. Just didn't quite get it cleanly, Smith. Gave Sami a chance to come up.
Yeah, the pass was just fractionally behind him.
Great scoop up. Pappenhausen, kick and chase. It's one bounce over the sideline. Would have been interesting had it bounced on.
Yeah, the right idea there from Ryan Pappenhausen, just slightly off with the execution. Yeah, if that ball bounces it, or the kick is a fraction to the right-hand side, Farlongo will contest that. But it's interesting, 79% possession for the Melbourne Storm in the last 10 minutes. This is dominating stuff from the Melbourne Storm. This is not a position the Titans want to be in.
In the tackle on Remus Smith, Chris Randall reviewed by the bunker and placed on report. Zarin Clark is with the ball. Verrills, back for Sami. Have him back on deck, just his 4th game for the season. 3 matches heading in tonight. He'd already had 16 tackle busts. Foreign to Fafita. To Kelly, who loses it. Oh, and Hughes was in the process of kicking and chasing, I dare say.
Double.
They will get, oh, look out for another scrum play. Now, have you got a loud hailer to just shout and say, count the numbers?
Hopefully the guy who was filming with the mobile phone will get the message out, get the message down. Never mind Hasler from the box. The crowd will be screaming, just number up on this Melbourne Storm attack. If there's four at one side, maybe throw a player over. They're doing exactly the same thing here, the Melbourne Storm.
They're going to set up the same. This was the tackle, Randall on Smith. Bang.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't miss. Only a report.
Yeah, that's a bad one from Randall, but the Titans have made some adjustments.
So they come left. And Farlongo with it. Oh, no! Oh, he dazzles! He bamboozles! He mesmerises the Titans' defence. Scrum plays have become a nightmare for the Titans' defence tonight.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you do number up and you listen to the guy in the stand with the phone out. Number up. When you listen to the commentators, I said it looks as if Farlongo's got a highlight reel try in him this evening, and it comes only moments later. What about that? The skip to the outside. Oh my goodness me. This man has to be in the team somewhere. Melbourne Storm have got quality in their spine.
This is Reece Walsh, Kalen Ponga, Ryan Pappenhausen. Qualities of all 3 in the one run.
And in how many NRL games is this?
This is his
second NRL game, and he has the audacity to pull this off. Look at that.
It's like you've gone panning for gold, and you know you get those little flints of gold. Melbourne have found an entire nugget in unearthing this kid.
What a play.
What a play, what a finish. A star is born for a second time. We thought that when we saw him the first time. You watch that play, folks, and that was incredible.
That was sensational stuff. Smith Shields there just had absolutely no idea what to do defensively up against Farlongo.
What about those who come up against him in the New South Wales Cup when he plays for North Sydney?
Yes. Please don't make any errors today, lads. I don't need to defend a scrum.
So over to Meaney, 4 straight tries for Melbourne. I say it again, they've got 40 points written all over them at the moment. If their handling is good, Titans have got a devil of a job to try and stop them. And Meaney unsuccessful, so 2 from 4 for Nick Meaney. 20 points to 6, 5 remaining in the first half.
The firepower of Sua Fa'alogo, playing his second NRL game today, recipient of the Storm's Feeder Player of the Year award for 2 straight years. And gents, who could forget his debut in round 27 last year? And that 60-metre solo effort with his very first touch of the ball was voted Try of the Year at Melbourne's awards night. An absolute superstar in the making, Andrew.
Some consolation for Phillip Sami. Maybe 50 years down the track, you'll be able to say, yeah, I was up against him in his second game and he danced around, he beat me.
That was me.
Yeah, that was me. He did it to another 1,000 players after that. What a moment. What a moment in a young career that was. Sami is a good defender. He's a good player. He's origin quality. And he was absolutely turned inside out there. Lost ball from McDonald, the bobble. He's going to ask for a challenge. Is his captain going to listen? McDonald is not happy. Harry Grant, I don't think Harry's listening to interchange forwards. He's read Brandy Alexander's rules for captain's challenges. You do not listen to interchange forwards.
I think it's one of them, like, I want to believe you, and I'm happy to admit I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with my instinct on this one. I think Alec McDonald regathers that ball. He's paid the price. He's paid the price for being the interchange middle forward there, Vossi.
Yeah.
Let's have a look what the Titans have got from the base of the scrum.
From the scrum, Grimson. Sami looking to get one back. Oh, he bounced it. I don't think he scored. It'll be play on for the moment. Munster to McDonald. He's got hold of it this time. They will have to come back and check it now. It looked like a slam dunk from Sami. It'll get set up try, but in the general scheme of things, that might not count for a lot because I'm pretty sure we will get a conclusive replay one way or the other whether the ball has been forced.
Yeah, on first glance, it didn't look like a try, but the Titans saying whatever you can do, we can do as well here. Great work from the base of the scrum. We're near the tighter. A closer look at this. Brimson out the back. Sami, he gets there. Ooh. Is there an angle? Yeah, this will show us now. Phillip Sami, he's got control of that. Remus Smith. Oh no, I think he bounces that. I don't think he has control there, Vossi. But it's gone up as a try. Well, it's gone up as a try. We're going to need to frame by frame. The hand is still on the ball, and then fingertips. But take you back to last week with Api Coruscant. I don't know if Sami has control of the ball there when the ball hits the try line.
Try has been confirmed on that one frame where the ball, where a finger is on the ball, and they haven't established any of the S word, separation. Phillip Sami, it's a delayed celebration.
Yes, he knows he's going to win with that.
Don't think I've ever seen a ball put down in a try-scoring situation that has bounced high. So Kelly with a kick. Oh boy, he's the outline specialist.
Sideline specialist.
Sideline specialist. The best we've ever seen. The best we've ever seen.
The kick to take the game into Golden Point against Canberra was sensational. But let's have a look at this scrum play again. The Storm defence there. Strange to see them backing off and backpedaling in defence. Just inviting the Titans to play out the back. Play out the back.
See, it's hard to... Like the Coruscant one we established, there was a gap in the hand, but it looked like a try. And Phillip Sami's never looked like a try. Well, but he's a try.
He doesn't play poker, Phillip Sami, obviously, because he gave himself up.
Yeah. Well, he thought he was holding 2 and 7. You know, he had nothing. Passes with it. 20 points to 12. It means we've had 6 tries scored in 37 minutes. The high-scoring tradition of these two sides. Recent games, if you want to go back to 2017, 38-36. Last year, round 3, 38-34. Melbourne big scores and were beaten in both those matches.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Bellamy would be impressed with that. That try they conceded there, just backing off in defence and And also, let's not get drawn into a you score, we score game against the Titans, because you just never know against a side like this.
I reckon it's the first time on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, that scrums have ever been trending. 3 tries from scrums tonight. Hashtag scrums are back, baby. Get it trending. Oh, Pappenhausen.
Strong defence.
Push back like a wheelie bin there. Back he goes. Storm with Warbrick. Well, they've had to dig the Titans. They've got some defensive issues, but they pulled off some pretty big hits as well.
Well, it's one of their traits. They, just as the game looks like it's going to go away from them, the same thing happened last week against the Warriors after the Adam Fanua-Blake try. They just remain in the fight. They never go away, and that's one of the traits that Hasler's looking to instill, and they're acting on that as a full moon here.
Yes, Harry Grant, and they're still able to offload, and still the full moon. Now he's got a touch of the hindies. Harry Grant, short side. And kick will come from Meady. Brimson, difficult bounce. It rolls right away from him. Pappenhausen there, the 2 fullbacks. 2 supreme entertainers. Oh, is Pappenhausen okay?
Hang on.
Oh, don't know.
No.
Well, Pappenhausen
AJ.
not 100%, is he? Lower leg. Ooh, steady on here.
Oh no, run it off. Oh no.
Well, watch the replay how this unfolded.
Love the effort from Pappenhausen here.
Ooh, he got the studs caught for a moment in the chase. And the ankle twisted. You start to think of your syndesmosis injuries there in that instance. Fingers crossed right now. Hasn't been a good weekend for injuries, this one.
It's so unfortunate. He's doing such a great thing for his team there. With his history, doesn't look great as he hobbles away. Farlongo into fullback, maybe.
Or do they keep him out there for a minute 20?
Wishart will come to the winger. I suspect
No.
this is not a good sight. Oh, I think everybody in the game of rugby league is crossing their fingers for Melbourne Storm superstar fullback Ryan Pappenhausen.
Hops his way all the way to the dressing room. At no point was he comfortable in putting the foot down. So Wishart into the game, wearing 5 on his back. There's still time for another try here before half-time. The way the game has gone, I think there will be a try, but it could be Titans intercept the way this match has gone. Harry Grant up to the right, Munster with it. Now Hughes, Katoa, they make the tackle. Took all the strength of Randall to stop that. Grant to Hughes. Low down, goes the back. Munster pulls the trigger. Wishart's been on for 30 seconds. Lost it over his shoulder, but they're going to call it a knock on.
How did the Melbourne Storm not score? What a tackle from Randall. But then there was gaps everywhere in this play. Like, it's 4-on-2. That's a 4-on-2 situation.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't execute there. I think if Munster runs, he scores.
Well, but for the change of Pappenhausen, that would have been Farlongo there catching the ball. You would have thought Melbourne, 5 tries, Tyron Wishart, he's actually got a few lately.
That's a huge play there from the Gold Coast Titans to hang on in there, keeps them in this fight, keeps them in the contest. A try there for the Storm just before half-time. I think it really deflates the Gold Coast Titans, but they're in a contest here. They're in the game.
8 points the difference. Most entertaining first half. Melbourne 20, Titans 12. Moon boot already on, crutches, more rehab, possible surgery coming up. Nico will have the full story. You've all been educated as viewers now. You know about syndesmosis injuries, you know about tightrope surgery. You know that 6 to 8 weeks on the sidelines if that in fact is the diagnosis. Second half underway, Titans down by 8. We've got a game on our hands. this second match on Super Saturday, ahead of the Cowboys taking on the Dolphins. So we cover the Eastern Seaboard today from the core to the Gold Coast to Townsville.
Yeah, devastating sights there to see superstar Ryan Pappenhausen leaving on crutches and in the moon boot. All our thoughts here at Fox League are with him, hoping for a very speedy recovery.
And on the heels of the injury to Adam Reynolds last night, also Jesse Arthurs. Titans with the ball on halfway. Cam Murray, the news today about Cameron Murray looking at 6 to 8 weeks on the sidelines. Here is Verrills away to Foran. The Titans get through their first set, not a bad one, to start the second half. Tyron Wishart at the back there.
That's a really positive start from the Titans for this second half, and some great kick chase and defence there as well. Looking to limit the metres of the Melbourne Storm, back 5.
All right, let's go down to the sideline. Nico, what were you able to find out about Ryan Pappenhausen at half-time?
Well, it was awful seeing him, Andrew, hobble off at the end of that first half. Now, the Storm tell me he will go for scans tomorrow, but at this stage, they suspect it is a high ankle sprain for Ryan Pappenhausen. So, not great to see there for the Storm fullback.
Carry there from Nelson, also for Solomona. And here is Jerome Hughes kicking from inside Titans territory. Towering kick. They've ain't got plenty out at Fafita's wing tonight. The Titans have diffused it eventually, and Brimson with the ball.
Yeah, the Gold Coast Titans really testing out the referee's patience. Oh, big shot.
Oh, and Harry Grant's got the ball and then turns it over. No advantage there.
I've gone to you first.
I'm in a little bit of shock. It's Wishart playing fullback at the moment. You thought, well, Farlongo, just unleash him now. But they've been lining up with Wishart at fullback.
Yeah, it just seems strange, doesn't it? I think naturally we thought Farlongo would go there and Wishart onto the wing where he's actually named to start this game. But like I was saying, that the Titans really testing the patience of referee Belinda Sharp, limiting the impact of the quick play the balls, you know, making those play the balls nice and messy for the Melbourne Storm, limiting the impact of superstar Harry Grant out of dummy half. But again, the scrum play in good field position. What will the Storm throw at them?
Munster's on the right of the scrum. Harry Grant at the back. They go to the left. Wishart with it. He'll take one carry at them. Mom to try just before half-time. He's 9 away. Titans have to stay in touch with the Storm in the second half. They can't chase points all night. Arsifa Solomona almost offloaded. Mick Nelson. Play the ball for Grant, for McDonald to charge at them and get over. Cleese Haas thinks he may have held him up.
Lucky.
McDonald not really selling it, is he?
I have no try.
No Big Mac for Alec.
Confirm that he's held up.
Strong carry though, plenty of intent in this. Saw an opportunity, Alec McDonald. I think he knows he's not scored though. Unless he's doing the Philip Sami.
No, he hasn't got that there. Now there's an injury for Farlongo now that Melbourne, we're chasing HIA for Sua Farlongo. So we'll see if he's going to pass that. You can see McDonald, he's ready to go and play it on the 10-metre line.
Alec McDonald is held up. We have a decision.
Not really a surprise, though.
No, not quite.
Still on for Melbourne. Now, this is almost scrum play-like, that they've had this time to set up.
Right side fully loaded.
Yeah, and then turn back in, crash play with Big Nelson. They do well to get him down there. Verrills. Now Harry Grant will burrow. And Harry is held by 3 on the last tackle. Munster takes charge. In at dummy half. Up for Hughes, through his hands. Wishart will have to clean up. Will have to produce some form of kick. He does that, and the Titans have got it. Sami with it, didn't ground the foot in goal. Sami away. Run, Philip, run.
What a return from Philip Sami there.
Well, Munster have been having a little bit of a dig all night since the Munster try.
That was great work from Sami to escape some trouble there at the back. Gives his team a good opportunity.
Verrills through the centre. Support not quite there for Verrills. And Wishart comes up with a last line of defence. Classic. Still on for Kelly. Kelly close to the line. 1 metre away, the Titans. 4 tackles in. Fafita. Footwork. Now stretches out. Another step and a hop. And a fend away from Nelson. Offload. What a play. Fafita. Brimson puts a touch in goal. Fafita has beaten 19 players. And they couldn't ice the cake.
Oh, what a play from Fafita going across, testing the Melbourne Storm defenders. I thought when Brimson had the ball, he should have elected to pass. I think had they gone through the hands over on that right-hand side of the field, they would have won the foot race to the corner.
He fended Nelson Asafa-Solomona in one of the engagements there. How strong is David Fafita?
That was a chance for the Titans, though, there, Vossi. They're going to be limited with opportunities, and when they come, they've got to take them. They didn't on that occasion.
This is fourth dart of the night for Harry Grant. It's Hughes to Munster. Out the back. Oh, gee, that's a soft error put down by Joe Chan, playing out of the centres. Remus Smith on his outside, and Chan puts it down cold there.
There has been a reshuffle, but there's been some un-Storm-like errors in this evening's game. Storm completion rate now down to 68%. Not what the Melbourne Storm have been known for.
All right, well, let's check in with Nico James and see if Suafalongo will be back.
Well, a curious situation here, gents. The Storm doctor has emerged for the second half and informed the NRL that they have a HIA. It's Suafalongo, with whom I conducted a halftime walk-off interview. The 15-minute timer for that HIA then begins at the time the Storm informed the NRL. So we'll know in 10 minutes or so if he's passed, and I'll keep you updated on that front. But very interesting situation here.
They must have fallen over in the dressing rooms there.
Yeah,
when did they realise he had a situation? What a curious one that is.
Yeah, sometimes concussion, obviously a very complex injury, but there was no obvious signs of him sustaining one, but I guess we'll wait and see.
For him, Brimson, a threat all night. Brimson, Ali Smith-Shields. Still think Kelly can be a threat on this left side for the Titans. Brimson there. And with Clark on for Foran. They're coming Kelly's way. He's got it now. There's the fend of Kelly. 11 metres away. Set restart Titans. So play one. Randall to Foran. Set up in front of the posts. They are in this game, the Titans. Melbourne's errors. They're not racing away from them. Verrills to Foran. Foran back to Brimson and over. Too good for flimsy Melbourne defence. Brimson, every touch of the ball tonight, he has looked likely.
This is all about AJ Brimson back on the angle. Look how happy he is with this one. You said about going to Brian Kelly. He caused some issues there over on that left-hand side, up against Nick Meaney in defence. There's a nice little number on him, gets on the outside. I thought they'd look for Fafita. Instead, they go for what looks like it's going to be the usual setup block play, but they bring Brimson underneath, back against some middle defenders who failed to tie in again. It was Foran with some hot stepping back on the inside. This time, it's Brimson in against the grain, back on the angle. When for all money, it looks like it's going to go out the back, and they'll hit that right edge. He comes, he tests a few of them out and gets himself over. This is a game, Vossi.
Does this resemble 4 Pines Park last night?
It really does. And with the injuries sustained to Melbourne Storm key players.
Well, the oldest blueprint for victory in rugby league is run hard, tackle hard, and run hard was achieved by AJ Brimson there. The desire to get to the line there. I worry about 2 and 3 in front of you. Kelly's landed one, and now it's 2 points the difference.
Yeah, well, they've clearly, for me, noticed something about the Melbourne Storm middle defenders, and maybe not tying in, not liking the fast-footed, stepping nature of people like Brimson and Foran, because they've done that twice in today's game. and twice they've come up with tries. So something that maybe Coach Hasler has identified in this Melbourne Storm team, a bit of an area to exploit, but Bellamy will want to fix that very quickly.
It can't happen again, Kevin, in the Titans-Melbourne game where you can score 30 or more and get beaten. It's smelling like it is going to happen.
The Titans, say what you like about them, but they're an entertaining team to watch, and they throw on some great tries. They've got some fantastic players, and they score plenty of points. They concede a lot, but they score some as well.
Brimson is certainly a must-watch. Verrills has been very good for them tonight.
He has.
Sam Verrills, you know, accidentally coming on early, if you will, for the injured Tanner Boyd, but it's been a plus. Sami held up there. 11 runs, over 130 metres for Philip Sami. Fafita, nice hands, Kelly. Ooh, should he have let that go?
Yes, he should have.
Oh, and now late, he got the message. Fafita, he's off again. Dave Fafita, have a look at this. It's just ridiculous when he fends away. He's just untold strength. Forward. Wishart underneath it. So a little touch of wing tonight, late in the first half. Now he's fullback for the second. And Remus Smith with a ball. What a contest. 30 minutes to go. Game 2 of Super Saturday. Do not look away on any play here.
No, Melbourne just need to get back into their rhythm, play some grinding football, come up with a couple of mistakes in tackle count, get to the end of this set and chase hard.
Oh, well, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. Katoa to Hughes. Oh, they ruled. Went back. Well, Farlongo's obviously past the HIA. He's now up. And ball with Meany. It might be a headline still to be written. Farlongo comes back on, goes to fullback, and nails a couple of tries. He's already got one. Brimson underneath it. A good chase. Cameron Munster, who, if you missed it in the first half, scored in this milestone 200th game. 4-pointer. As if according to script. Free to play it here.
Pleased to see Farlongo re-enter the fray for the Melbourne Storm.
And off goes Verrills again. He's full of running. Sam Verrills. He's had 7 runs, Sam Verrills, at a dummy half. He's up over 100 metres. Brimson now with the ball. 4 on the bottom from 40 metres out. A little bit longer than he probably intended. Wishart is with it. Turns and looks up and sees a host of Titans defenders there.
A strong set again from the Titans. David Fafita heavily involved. He's on 10 tackle breaks for this game. I think that's more than I had in my entire career, Vossi.
But who's counting? Ran away. Munster. Storm trying to work hard here out of trouble. Titans are starting to aim up. Look at the second half possession. Heavily favouring the Titans. Wishart going nowhere. McDonald has got off. Farlongo comes on for him. Causes further reshuffle. Chan can go back into the forwards now. Wishart will go out to left wing, and we all get our wish. Farlongo comes on at fullback, James.
Yeah, absolutely. Really pleased to see him back on. But it's the Melbourne Storm completion rate and his lack of possession to start this second half that has caused them trouble. That's only their 3rd from 5 in terms of completion.
That was an odd one. The player for Fafita was hit, his mouth guard went flying. He was hit low and yet lost his mouth guard. Now Sami with the ball. A lot of touches for Phillip in the second half. Verrills, Police House. Titans score next and they're in front.
Let's look for Fafita on this left edge.
Ball's down. Clark. They get moving. Foreign. Fafita. They go high on him. No penalty. Certainly wasn't conventional from the defence. Foreign bomb on the last. 12 metres out. This will test out the young fullback. He answers the call.
Great take. They're going to get a
but
penalty.
An escort. Penalty to the Titans. If they want 20 all, they can throw it over.
Well, remember who's kicking though, Vossi. They're going to challenge this as well. It's not on the penalty wasn't received on the sideline, unfortunately, for Kelly.
So challenging this call.
8 to 16, 26, 21.
Kieran Foran's buying into the discussion. Thought it was still a great catch. But does he get a little bit of help? No one's changed their line there. Ball coming down. Player stops right where the ball lands. They might have a case.
Josh King arrives at the same time as AJ Brimson, denying him a fair chance at a challenge of the ball. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Well, hold on a second. Josh King, he hasn't run off the line of the ball, though, has he? No, he's allowed to stop. He stopped to let his teammate catch the ball. That's his priority.
It's so unclear. It's really difficult for every stakeholder in the game.
But then that move left, that would be all. And that gives him away. That angle there, he moved left. If he had just kept going or stopped, he's allowed to stop. If he's going in the direction of the ball. Kelly's going for it for 20 all. Can you believe this? What a game. What a sport this is. Titans were up against a red-hot Melbourne. Yes, there's been some injuries, but the Titans have had one too. They lose Boyd in the opening 6 or 7 minutes of the game. Melbourne lose Pappenhausen. Kelly's already missed one sitter tonight.
Come on, Brian.
Over it goes. 20 all. 26 minutes to go. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't want to be betting on this for your life to say what happens next, or how it ends.
Was that goal ever in doubt, Fossey? Come on.
No,
it wasn't. No, it could go either way. It really could. We've got a great contest on our hands here. That the Melbourne Storm really haven't started this second half as well as they would have liked. They've been disappointing with their completion rate, struggling in the possession, and the Titans have really made them pay. Obviously a great try from Brimson.
I'm going to take a stab. I'm going to say there's 5 more tries in this game. Whether it's 3-2, 4-1, 5-1. I think there's 25 minutes. Defence has broken up. Enterprising attack. Superstars on both teams. I think we could have a cracking last 25 minutes at 20 all.
What about that carry off the back fence there? That's brilliant work.
Hulu with that run. So Randall, and then Fafita in for a carry there. It's been in a lot tonight, Fafita's been put under pressure with a lot of high balls from Melbourne. Clark, Foran, they're on the run. Brimson with the ball. Brimson, he's on the sprint. Don't worry about the run. What a game he's having, AJ Brimson. He can play nowhere but fullback for the Titans on what he's shown tonight. Fanciful to think anything else. Clark on the run now. 22 metres away from the line. The Titans with better of possession, better of field position, now looking to cap it off. Ball over the top to Sabi. Off Firma it was. And last tackle, 10 metres away from the line. Kieran Foran to call the shots. Here's Kieran. Kicks it across the face. Catches it there. Ball knocked back. Oh, Pahulu had a chance. And the Titans fans cheer.
Wow.
And no challenge left for Melbourne.
No, all the momentum here with the Gold Coast Titans. AJ Brimson finds a gap. It looks like there's some fatigue in this Melbourne team. They are the experts, though, at minutes 60 to 80. Their final 20 minutes are usually very strong, but the Gold Coast Titans are going to test that here.
3 tries directly from scrums tonight. What happens on this one? Get up to the edge of your seats. If you're a Titans fan, get out of your chair now.
Yeah, the Titans have set 4 and 2. Up against 3 Melbourne Storm defenders on that right-hand side.
Here they go. 4 in row. He's run on himself. Oh, he just couldn't stretch the arm out in the Munster tackle.
What a tackle.
It was over for your life. Clark with the ball. Kieran Foran, one determined try in the first half, almost another. Titans fans, they feel like this is September. They're looking up grand final tickets at the moment. Now Verrills at dummy half. 23 to go, 20 all. Here come the Titans. Here goes Brimson. They hit the fronts. The Gold Coast Titans. A titanic performance to this point.
What is going on?
I don't know. They've channeled their inner Canberra Raider.
Well, they're 20 points down, 20 points to 6 down rather. Kieran Foran, oh, just reach out, just reach. He stays patient. And here we are, the movement to the right-hand side. Foran again, heavily involved. Strong line there from Fairmore. Brimson out the back. What a game this man is having. Oh no, it's obstruction. Obstruction from Fairmore, I'm thinking.
There we go. Melinda, you're on camera. Well, that's going to spoil the party.
Looking at obstruction.
Yeah.
Well, one was taken off Melbourne in the first half.
Lead run of Bo Fermor here.
Bo Fermor runs through.
He runs directly at the chest of Cameron Munster, taking him out of the play.
And down goes Cameron, arms up. He's been shot.
AJ Brimson now steps back inside where Munster would have been defending, which is an obstruction. We have a decision.
Where does the chest begin and the inside shoulder end?
Impossible for Bo Fermor to run through the line there as well, because they put 2 in front of him. They didn't put just one defender. 2 defenders came on Bo Fermor there.
Well, 2 big defensive plays there from Cameron Munster to keep his team in a drawing situation. So firstly, the tackle on Foran and the smarts there to be aware of the situation that was unfolding with Brimson out the back.
Both arms up. Watch again.
For me, that's the inside shoulder.
Yeah.
But it's smart play, and I think.
Well, it's 200 games of experience. That's what you saw right there.
It is. Like I say, 2 remarkable defensive plays from Cameron Munster. 1 tackle and then 1 really smart, educated, experienced play on that edge.
Well, what have Melbourne got? Haven't scored since the 35th minute here, Melbourne, and they were running hot. Some of their attacks, some of their tries, beautifully crafted. Great support play. But no points for the last 24 minutes of the game.
They need some ball, they need some possession and some field position first.
20 all, what a fascinating game. Hughes, right, Farlongo with it. Tried the little kick, then got thrown down after kicking, and they're going to blow a penalty for that. He put the kick in, but did the defender already have hold of him when he kicked?
This is very close. Very close, just at such high speed as well. Farlongo has a little. They're saying that the challenge opportunity is gone.
Yeah, well, he definitely had already kicked.
Yeah.
When Kelly then makes contact.
Yeah, Kelly is committed, but
yeah, no way he could pull out at that point.
Yeah, he can't not make that. Interesting to see the Storm here not opt for the 2 points on offer. Very interesting choice.
Second game of first grade, Farlongo. Yeah, no, just easy coming into the line, put a little rubber in for himself. Sweet. The Melbourne Storm get a big chance here. King with it. Verrills could have been done for the little tip, the leg pull. Munster, Hughes, Storm, Farlongo onto Smith. He got it away, rather mean, he got it away.
Great defence from the Titans there.
Warburg couldn't get to the corner. Hughes, then with Liero. Now they'll test him on the left side. Farlongo pops up there as well, and Rumo Smith puts it down. The Storm's error rates has set in this second half.
Yeah, a couple of times they've got the ball over on that left edge and they've come up with errors. This time it's Remus Smith, but you've got to give credit to this Titans scramble defence all the way over to their left edge. The Storm go coast to coast, move the ball, looking to exploit some space there. I even think if Smith catches that ball and gets the pass along, that the Titans have got enough numbers in the pitches, but the question will be why the Melbourne Storm didn't take the 2 points on offer there. It's very, very kickable.
Melbourne completed only 4 sets in their second half. 4 handling errors from the Storm in 20 minutes. Keep that up for the next 20. And they're going to get a bait from the coach and probably lose the game. Ryan Pappenhausen, oh, Craig, a little deceptive, the shot. He didn't want to look.
No.
Ryan Pappenhausen ruled out in the first half. High ankle sprain, dysbiosis injury, on crutches, moon boot already on. Not a good story. Titans 10 metres inside their own half. 19 and a half to go, 20 all. Sami has worked overtime. 15th carry of the night for Philip Sami. Well, he's limping. Away for Foran. Bit of spiral on this kick. It's going to be allowed to bounce. And bounce on in safe fashion for Melbourne. Don't think that'd be the practice I'd want every time.
No, and I don't know if having the ball run out of the field and the stop-start helps the Melbourne Storm. I think it suits the Titans and helps them reset defensively.
Tower bringing this ball back now. Looking to chase up what happened to Sean Blaw. He came from the field. Christian Welsh on the run here. They don't often lose a milestone game for their star players. Munster playing 200, Welsh 150. Now with it is Munster. And then Chan folded up in the tackle there by Haas and Foran. Grant, Liero, Hughes, get a run. Peter hangs on. Now Grant off the back of a quick play to ball. Munster set. It's a monster kick. A monster from Munster. And fielded by a falling Sami.
I don't think that's a technique you practice, the falling catch there. But what a bomb from Cameron Munster. Great chase as well from the Melbourne Storm. I think just Coach Bellamy will be happy they completed that set.
They thought they had an error out of Smith Schultz there. Stimson on. A carry for the Titans. His first of the night. Bench players all now used. Foreign kicks from inside the 40. Gets it long enough. How long to bring it back? What sort of jump does he put up? Swerve, turn, now step away. Oh, right behind the back of Munster. Titans fans up in arms. And Farlogo just submitted on the back of that. Wishart on the carry. To the 40-metre line. So now 28 minutes since the Melbourne Storm last scored in this game. Warbrick.
This is some nice field position here for the Melbourne Storm. Look for their spine players to combine.
In fact, they didn't score in the first 20, Melbourne. Scored all their points in the next 15 and then have gone without for the next 28. What an unusual pattern in a game. Set restart store. To be played by Katoa. Grant to King. Good tackle, Verrills. He's been exceptional. 25 tackles, 7 runs, 102 metres. Grant offloads. King's got a chance here.
Well, that should be 6 again.
Now the quick play to ball. No! Fafita could almost be professional foul.
It's unfortunate, but you go through the rocks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
So not saying deliberate, accidental, according to referee Sharp. So he stays on the field.
They got away with it. Will they take the 2 points this time? They didn't previously in a similar situation. Harry Grant looks to the bench there to say, what are we going to do? Well, make a decision, Harry. You're smart enough there. You know what to do.
Totally for the call to come from the bench. Did they want that? I mean, can you read body language? Is Craig Bellamy happy about the decision for 2 there? Like, who made the call there?
Yeah, who's in charge? I think, you know, Harry Grant would have the feel for the game, and knowing that in almost identical field position in the exact same spot, they got the opportunity, they passed, and they moved the ball to their left edge and came up with an error. I think this will just help settle the nerves of the Melbourne Storm, get them back, reset. No, they've got a lead feel a fraction more comfortable.
Craig Bellamy been around for 557 matches. I think he realises 22 ain't going to win it for them tonight. There's going to be more. So no one getting cosy if he gets this kick, Nick Meaney. From 19 metres out. Hits the uprights! Ray Price, where are you?
Believe it.
The Titans come up with the ball. Nick Meaney is not on point with his kicking tonight. Brian Kelly is a dodgy proposition. If it was a Wild West shootout, they'd probably both be dead. Or they'd both miss, like no, they'd both be alive. Would be what happened.
Be alive.
They'd walk away.
Meet again next week.
Yeah, they'd shake hands and say, let's try again next time. Titans have the ball 30 out from their own line. 20 all. And it backfires to go for goal. You lose a set of 6 inside the Titans 20.
A set rescuer there from Fafita.
He's got 10 tackle busts now tonight, David Fafita. Fielded there by Wishart. Titans 20 all. Foreign was falling down the back of the leg there. All good. Now for Munster. Watch out for the dummy. Dummy again! Oh, the Titans, that was nervous. A nerve jangler as he was teasing them there. Blora's back, he's okay. He's had a good offloading night. That's his 3rd for the evening. Longer off again for Melbourne, so he's got issues. Ligero with the ball now for Hughes. Short for Katoa, almost forward.
Good defence. Really good defence there from the Titans.
25 away from the line, 4 tackles down. Hughes. Then Ligero. Oh, he's caught high by Kelly. Play on the call.
If he stays down, he'll get the penalty. A game of bluff.
Ligero holding the chin. Bunker will get a chance to look at it. Nick Meaney's saying, gee, I hope they dismiss it. Well,
Yes.
after his last kick.
It's almost in exactly
And
the
there
same
it is.
spot.
It's 20 metres out.
3 times they've been in this position now.
Oh, wow.
Look to the bench, see what the box want.
Go again. You can't hit the post 2 in a row, can you? This is a crazy match. What a sport. Nick Meaney now will line up. You're right, James. Almost same position. And it's happened within minutes. He gets a shot at redemption. Now, Ray Price, the old praying mantis, surely one of the Titans now faces the posts and takes the Ray Price pose in case it hits the post again.
Surely, lightning can't strike twice.
Surely. Well, here we go. If you're not a Melbourne fan or a Titan fan, you're watching this kick like you've never watched one before.
I feel a bit nervous here for him now.
The post. Hit the post. The chant goes up from everyone who's not a Melbourne or Titans fan. Meaney, 20 in to put the Storm in front. Yes. 22 to 20. 12 to go. What drama here. What excitement. And that'll certainly be the story at the MCG this year for Origin number 2, New South Wales and Queensland, June 26. Go to nrl.com/tickets. Lock it in, get your flights booked, your accommodation if you're coming from interstate. Melbourne, do they deserve their lead? That's also open for debate, 22-20. Both teams have had disallowed tries tonight.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for this lead to change hands a couple of times as well, Vossi. Credit to the Titans for hanging on in there just before half-time. The scramble defence, the missed opportunity from Wishart just gave them that little bit of hope, and they've come out in this second half and played really well. They've defended well at times. Yes, they've rode their luck in and around the ruck area, testing the referee's patience.
You sort of feel it boils down to a Munster Hughes AJ Brimson shootout. They have the ability to just go solo and snatch this game.
Yeah, throw Fafita in the mix as well. He's had a great game. He's looked very promising over on that left edge.
So 10.5 minutes to go, 22-20. Melbourne over the Titans. Cowboys and Dolphins coming up from Townsville. What a super Saturday it's been up to this point. Stars getting ready to rumble up there. Todd Payton's Cowboys, Wayne Bennett's Dolphins. Wayne was in great form at his press conference yesterday. Vintage Bennett. Titans with the ball just short of halfway. So flat pass. And no return offload from Stimson. Last play for the Titans in this set. They'd love some sort of outcome from this kick. Forehand there. Wishart makeshift fullback. Bat forward rather than bat back. And Melbourne end up with a ball. At least they challenged for it, but nowhere near what was required.
There's some desperate tackles in that set of 6 there from the Melbourne Storm. Just the Titans players poking their nose through ever so slightly. They've still got some energy when they've got the ball. They're an exciting team to watch. They wouldn't want to rule them out of the contest just yet. Oh, nice pass there from Christian Welsh.
Sort of halfway through this set, but still there's, oh, shot. Clean as you like from Stimson, and then he goes a second and a third go at McDonald.
Oh, that should have been a 6 again.
Yeah, I don't know where that was milking. Grant kicks off the Hughes pass. Brimson will go back for it. Kicks on, all the way to the goal line. Brimson in a bit of trouble. Titans right in the corner here.
That's the brilliance of Harry Grant. Ruck recognition. Now they just front load their energy in defence, look to suffocate the Titans.
This is where you want the Titans with quick play the ball. Oh, what about this roll of the dice? Kelly kicks it across field. Sami comes up with it. Munster comes across. Titans, I salute you for the daring. Amazing play with 8 to go. Firma. He's 38 away. Titans fans want a penalty. They want a shot from Kelly for 22 all. See if they can hit the post. Now Harley Smith-Shields with the ball. Stimson. Unlikely dummy half there. Foreign. This kick, not his highest. They'll challenge again. Up went Kelly. Ball bounces on. Fafita's got a handle on it. Fafita rolls it back. Play on. Now the other Fafita. That's David, the bigger kind.
Strong contact there from Gatoa to close that play down. What about the play from the Titans in their own end? Going absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Got a captain's challenge from the Titans. They're claiming that it was touched by Melbourne.
So bold the play back at the other end. Now a challenge because, well, they have a challenge left with 7.5 to go.
I'm surprised Sami didn't back himself a little bit there over on that right edge.
Cleared the kick chasers onside. Just need to see if the ball is touched at any point.
So did that come off Kelly into Meany here? Is that what they're claiming? But he may not have played at it.
I think it's one of those captain's challenges out of desperation, knowing they're short on time, in hope.
Just seeing if there's any touch here from Nick Meany.
Yeah, this is just a hopeful captain's challenge with not long left on the clock. That doesn't even get anywhere close to Nick Meany, does it? Not from that angle anyway.
Can't see any touch here from Nick Meany. We're playing on at this point.
And then Fafita, oh, he's knocked that on into Warbrick, you would think. Does Warbrick touch it before? Does Warbrick? Oh, it's off his chest! There's a split second in it. It touches the chest, but that doesn't mean knock on.
Warbrick. There's no knock on for Melbourne.
No, there's no knock on from Warbrick, so don't get carried away. Because then I reckon then Fafita does knock it on.
Yeah.
Well, that was short-lived. That was exciting for a moment. Suddenly the fans were up. Oh, yeah!
Is that a knock on off the chest?
Of the Gold Coast Titan into the leg of Melbourne, which is a knock on.
Yes. Well, they've
The
all got
challenge will be successful because the on-field decision of last tackle is incorrect.
The challenge is successful
because
the decision of last tackle is correct. So the tackle count restarts because it hit Warbrick in the chest, but then he knocked on.
Then you guys knock it on, so the tackle count's restarted. We're going to have a scrum, and it's their feed. There's no
Yes,
knock
that's
on
right.
from Melbourne. It's
It was no knock on. Your tackle count restarted, but not from a knock on.
So
off the chest of Warbrick.
The Titans
keep their challenge.
Okay.
You can challenge the challenge if you like, James, if you want to challenge.
I'm just gonna accept the decision.
It's a big
politely
pause.
Move on.
Well, 7.5 to go, 22-20, and we've had a good couple of minutes off here. It is a Melbourne scrum feed. I'm happy enough we got to the right decision.
Yes, it's a Melbourne Storm ball. That's fine. I just don't know if the Titans should keep their challenge.
All right.
Or keep a challenge.
Well, they'll challenge anything now on the next one if they've got one up their sleeve. Asava Solomona on the run. Melbourne up by 2. They've been the king of the close game other than last week. I mean, that's been their storyline all season.
Yeah, very good in these moments. Usually the Melbourne Storm to shut games out.
Toa on that run. Now Harry Grant. McDonald. Those who was denied a try tonight. Harry Grant to Hughes. A kick from inside his own half. High and chase, and caught this time. He's been under pressure. He's rebounded well for Feeder. There's some nervous moments in the first half in particular. Now for Kelly. His 11th carry of the night. Sami's ready to load up again. This is his 18th run of the night. And he's had 8 tackle busts and now over 190 metres from Philip Sami.
Well, we were predicting 5 more tries to finish this game. Well, I was with you. I thought exactly the same. Ever since then, it's gone into a bit of a defensive battle.
Clark and then Foran. Can they find Brimson? Can they get just a little bit of space for their number 1? Foran Brimson, quickly on. Smith Shields, stood and offloaded. Back for Brimson. Kick and chase now. He will challenge Foran.
Oh, he's going to say.
He got knocked. He got knocked by Munster.
He did.
Oh, and Munster gets away with it. Brimson claimed interference on the way through. Storm with the ball 5 from their own line.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one again. Was Brimson milking that one? And perhaps a little bit of simulation.
Well, there was enough of
a slight push.
He was selling it. Well, the actor's caught the actor.
Error.
And there Clark says error. Warbrick, Melbourne with no challenge. Melbourne with no challenge. Knock on against the Storm.
Another scrum try on the cards, Vossi.
22-20. Tell you what, you don't want to blow up about a decision and get penalised for dissent.
Oh, yeah, that's just an error. Oh, does Clark get his hand in? It's difficult to see. Very difficult to see, but
he was there.
Yeah.
Players know when opposition teams don't have a challenge left. They know they can get.
My argument would be, why would my winger try and offload the ball in that situation?
22-20, watch this scrum, folks. Do not look away, 4.5 to go, Foran to Kelly, Kelly to Brimson. Brimson held 8 metres away from the line. Canberra pulled off a stunning win last night against Manly. Titans looking to do the same here. Melbourne 6-1 going into the match, Titans 1-6. Untidy play the ball. It went from Randall to Foran. Clark is with it. Wrapped up, the arrow, Asava Solomona and Grant. What about a penalty here? How would the Titans fans react to that? Foran to no one. Kelly dives on the loose ball. They lose a play there, more or less, the Titans. Kelly to play it. Randall, Foran, hasn't been their best set so far. Simpson, and it still isn't their best set. Simpson just being waltzed sideways by the defence. Last tackle, Titans, they go short side kick. Foran looking for Brimson. Here he comes. Ball goes up. It's there. It's batted back.
Still on Titans. Fafita, great hands, straightens up, runs away from support, tries to fend again. Ball is loose. Sabi's with it.
Pass it.
Sabi doesn't pass. Tackle count restarts. Titans, Verrills, Jolliffe has cut in half. Couple of metres from the line. Unbelievable stuff. 3 to go. Stimson held up. Surely the Titans score. Verrills with it. Out the back. Foran. Brimson feeds it in for the corner. Philip Sami. He's got up claiming it. Or had Melbourne denied? No, he says Philip Sami.
No try. Just looking at
Big
touch
Nelson
line.
is one of those across there. Sami concedes, but after his effort in the first half, I don't know whether to believe him or not.
I forget about that. Not known for his poker face. Let's see. Nah, the foot's on the whitewash there. But what about the defence from the Melbourne Storm, the desperation?
Joe Chan. Chan is the player.
That is desperate stuff from Chan.
And then others come over after that.
Well, there was 2 plays before as well where try-saving situations, the Melbourne Storm players just so desperate to cling on to this 2-point lead as Hasler scratches his head. I thought the Titans should have came left in that situation, gone to their strike of Fafita or Kelly after this Jolliffe run. They're short on the left, they're still retreating.
And then this at the finish, Sami. Look at Nelson over there as well. Des Hasler has won 18 of 35 against Bellamy. No one has won more against the Melbourne coach. 2.5 minutes his side have got to try and pull off another win.
They're going to get another set. They're going to get another chance, the Gold Coast Titans.
Arrow with the ball, 10 inside his own half. The Storm have not scored a try since the 35th minute of this game. And yet they're still in front.
That's Cameron Munster taking the hit up just before play 5 there. That shows the level of fatigue in this Melbourne Storm outfit.
Owen Grant. Hughes will kick long and high. It's going to come down on the 20. Leaping up was Warbrick. Wishart. Melbourne still with the ball. Meany lost it. Is it all back? I didn't see a knock on from the Titans. I think it came off the leg.
They've got to challenge it.
Yeah, they will challenge it.
Of course, yeah.
With a challenge up the sleeve. But was the very first challenge on the Bomber knock on. After that, I don't think they knock on.
Kieran, just wait there.
But a lot to look at.
Got to
Now we'll
cut
go
this
for a break.
challenge from the Titans.
Don't go away and make a
decision
cup of
is a
tea,
knock
just
on.
in case we get a quick decision.
No time for tea, Vossi. I'd like to see the build-up before this.
Well, he's just making a tackle. Yeah. Fafita there. It has to be loose carry, that's not strip.
Yeah, that's a loose carry.
So there it comes down, and then I think it hits Fafita's leg here. It'll come down onto the ground, and I'm pretty sure it goes. Wow.
There's 2 Titans in the tackle. Nick Meaney has possession of the ball. Jojo Fafita makes a play at the ball.
No, he doesn't.
Which is an intent to strip.
No,
The decision will be a penalty for strip.
No, it's not.
Whoever
It's
in the
not.
bunker has
No,
clearly never played a game of rugby league in their life,
He's not
because
trying to strip the ball.
there is no attempt to strip. Oh dear.
Penalty for a strip. There's
22-20.
A penalty for, so they've given a penalty for 2 people in the tackle and stripping the ball. That's, I don't understand that.
Decision is made. Away you go.
Trying to offload the ball.
Kieran,
You call that a strip?
I need you to go.
You can't do it.
No, I'm with you, Kieran. I'm with you, and you've controlled
Well,
yourself in exasperated fashion there.
That's not a strip.
He is trying to offload.
That is-
It is a loose carry. It's not wrapped into the chest.
Well, I'm sorry, but the Titans probably wish they didn't have their challenge at this point, because that's
a
that
horrible
is.
call. Anyway, the call has been made. You can debate it.
Well, there's
Melbourne-
no debate.
1 minute.
It's not open for debate. Case closed.
The clock
It's a
is
loose
ticking.
carry.
Now the Titans need to come up with the ball somehow. Melbourne, the kings of the close finish, to maintain their reign there. What a season they are having. Harry Grant. And a set restart. That just about rules out any chance of the Titans getting the ball back.
This game deserves a better finish than this.
Meany now. There's one little dab at them. Don't think there's going to be many passes in this set.
It really does, Vossi. This game, what it's given us, this 80 minutes or 79 and a half.
Nelson Asa for Solomona. Big Nelson can't roll over. Grant to Hughes. Back away, they're playing slow motion football, the Melbourne Storm. Now up to play for Grant. The back to Hughes to go short. Liero will lock it up here. Trent Liero, last tackle. 6 seconds left. Grant back. Hughes won't kick, no way. Will just take the tackle. They will dance with him for a moment. And Melbourne somehow have hung on. Kicking just a penalty goal in the last 45 minutes of the game. And that has been enough to get them the 2 points tonight. Ryan Pappenhausen is a big casualty out of the match. Tanner Boyd was wounded early for the Titans. There's a lot to talk about in this game. We'll do that in our post-match show later tonight. But full time, Melbourne 22, the Gold Coast 20.